Welcome to the Overcoming Mediocrity podcast, where today's top influencers and entrepreneurs on the rise share empowering stories and ninja tips to become the fuel that ignites a positive change in your life. Our guests don't simply coast through life. They don't let difficult situations stop them. They set big goals, keep their eyes on the prize, and they're joining us today to share insider secrets you can use right now to step into your power and live your purpose. Now, here's your host, Christie Ruffino.
Have you ever heard the eagle chicken story? Well, it goes something like this. There once was this baby eagle, and he was a brave little soul, but he was actually one of many baby eagles, and they were in the nest together. And even though the nest was really big, there were so many baby eagles in there that he got nudged out. And what happened is he ended up by landing in a chicken coop. So here we are, this little baby eagle, he's on the ground, surrounded by all of these chickens. And for whatever reason, mama doesn't save him. And he ends up by living day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, thinking he's a chicken. Why wouldn't he? He's surrounded by other chickens. Yet the whole time, he would look up at the blue sky and see the eagles that are really his brothers and sisters flying above him. He would look at them and see them soar and long to be just like them. He actually had the potential to do that, but he didn't know any better. He didn't know he could fly. So he lived his whole life miserable, not able to fulfill his potential, and he died a very unhappy eagle. Hi, I'm Christie Ruffino, the host of this show and the creator of the Overcoming Mediocrity Project, where everyday women tap into the power of their stories to magnify their message and elevate their brand so they can enjoy a business and life of true significance. I'm also a business strategist, the founder and CEO of the Dynamic Professional Women's Network. I'm an avid motorcyclist. I've been riding for, almost 30 years now. But most importantly, I'm the mom of 2 kids and the grandmother of 2 of the most adorable kids ever. And I'm actually happy that you're here because this show is for women like you who are on the edge of change. You're kind of like that baby eagle. You know that you can do so much more than you've done. You are ready to overcome mediocrity. You're ready to rise up. You're ready to empower your thoughts and elevate your thinking and transform your life. And that's what this show is for. The show is for people like you. Because sometimes either we go along and we coast through life and we don't actually ever step out of our comfort zone and do the greatness that we were designed to do. We don't create the businesses that we were meant to create. We don't live our life of purpose. While other times we're coasting along and we start building momentum and we're on our way to something great, but yet life gets in the way. Something happens. Either we have physically something wrong with us, relationally something wrong with us, mentally something wrong with us, environmentally something that happens to us. But the bottom line is there's something beyond our control that enters our world and kind of makes us stop on our path that we were on. So I believe that everyone can have the business and life of their dreams once they learn the art of mastering their story. It's really very simple. Mastering our stories is the key to everything we want in life. Our stories can either hold us back or they can become the fuel that ignites a positive change in our life and in the lives of others. I discovered this back in 2012 when I was asked to share my story publicly, in a book, no less. And then the following year, I basically decided to create a similar opportunity for the women of my community, the Dynamic Professional Women's Network. because I wanted them to have the opportunity to share their story as well. And we're not sharing our stories so we can get a girl. We're sharing our stories so we can help other people. And we're also sharing our wisdom. So not only can we inspire others, but we can equip them. We can let them know that they're not alone, and we can give them the tools and the resources and the wisdom that we have been able to discover through trials. And since then, I've spoken with thousands of women, listening to some very heartbreaking stories, yet they're so inspiring and they're empowering. I've also helped hundreds of women bravely share their stories in their own book or as a co-author with other brave women. And now this podcast will further amplify their voices. It will amplify all of our voices so that we cannot only continue on to greater things on our journey, but so we can empower and equip others to learn from our experiences. So, who is this for? Is this for you? Well, this is a little saying acronym that I've heard from one of my kind of like a mentor, a friend, and a future podcast guest. What is everybody's favorite radio channel? It's WIIFM. That is, what's in it for me? So if you're up for a little encouragement, I know, because we want to make sure that we are packing our episodes with value for you. So if you're ready for encouragement, then listen in. But more importantly, if you want to be more than inspired, you want to leave every one of our episodes with actionable tips, strategies, and resources that you can apply to your life, then do more than listen in. I want you to put it on your calendar. Carve out time every week to be one of our raving fans. Who knows? You might just be one of our future inspiring guest experts as well. So the format of our show is a simple interview style. I may do some shows where it's just me sharing some really important information, some training, maybe some actionable strategies. But the majority of our shows, I'm going to bring in some experts who have overcome something challenging in life, or they just overcame mediocrity to do something great. Our shows will drop every Wednesday. They're about 30-minute shows where the first 15 minutes, it's about connecting with our guests, hearing their story and learning why they have become the expert they are and learning a little bit about their journey to get there. And the second 15 minutes is all going to be packed with content. What can you learn? What can you get from them? What kind of resources will they share? What kind of, I call them ninja tips, are they going to be able to provide for you? And we're going to start out with a bang. So I'm not sure when you're listening to this episode, because this is our pilot show. And maybe you tuned in on episode 35 and you went back to listen to the pilot show, or maybe you're in it for the long haul right from the beginning. What we're doing is we're going to start out with a bang. We're going to do a rapid fire 12-day launch process where every day for 12 days, we are going to be dropping a new episode. So we're going to give you some amazing guests, some amazing content, some amazing, incredible stories, so you can get a really good taste and flavor of what our show is really about. And then after that, we are going to be coming to you every week, as I said earlier, every Wednesday. And so as we continue to move forward, we're going to keep bringing in more amazing guests. We're going to keep sharing way more strategies and resources, cutting edge tools that you can use in your business. So I want you to really join us. I want you to not only join us, but schedule in time to be with us on a regular basis. Subscribe, rate, and review the show. And then follow us, follow me on social media. All of the links will be in the show notes below. And I look forward to seeing you on the very next episode where I have an amazing guest, my premier guest. I have an amazing lineup of people that are going to be with me in this really first 12 episodes. These are people that have really been an instrumental part of my journey and the journey of my clients. And so tune in. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. You're going to be really glad that you did. And every show that you join us on, you're going to be wanting more and more. So I will see you then. Bye-bye for now. Christie Ruffino, and have an amazing, blessed day.
Thanks for listening to the Overcoming Mediocrity podcast, where we believe that everyone can have the business and life of their dreams once they've learned the art of mastering their story. Mastering our stories is the key to everything we want in life. Our stories can either hold us back or they can propel us to new heights. We can choose. You can choose. Choose to overcome mediocrity with us. Let's achieve greatness together. To learn more, visit www.overcomingmediocrity.org. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review this podcast.